Hey guys, welcome to Big Loz Official. Today we are off to Manchester to get some behind the scenes footage and support the guys at the Giants live show today. It's going to be an awesome show. I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's always hard not competing, but I'm just kind of in fan mode right now, so I find it quite easy once I get into that mindset. Hopefully be back next year competing, but today's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. Lizzie, are you looking forward to it?
Yes, always.
I have my glamorous assistant as always. She's chauffeuring me up today in her new, well, it's not a new car, it's a
courtesy car because mine broke down.
We had a rubbish day yesterday, but today's going to be a good one. See you later.
Who are we here with?
Okay guys, we're here with Evan Singleton. Met Evan last year in the States. This year you won that show, and now you're here to dominate.
Yes,
how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I got here about 3 weeks ago. Been testing all the equipment. I'm just getting stronger and stronger, and I'm getting a lot more confident with everything. So it's going to be a really good show. I'm really excited to compete in front of the crowd.
This is your first time in front of a big Giants live crowd.
You're going to love it, Evan. It's going to be awesome.
Oh, I feed off of this. I mean, the lights, the atmosphere, the electricity, and
I've always found with like a big crowd, I just perform better. It just makes you want to lift that little bit more, perform for everyone, and I know you've got that WWE background, so you're going to play up to it, aren't you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I got a couple of little things in store for the crowd. I have a couple of things ready and written down just in case anybody wants to step out of line. I'm going to show them why.
Best of luck today, man. Take it easy. Thanks. Nice looking arena. Well, I see, yes. Kind of makes me want to compete again.
Have they said how many tickets they've sold?
No, I haven't asked.
It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so 3 hours before the show starts.
Yeah, just behind the scenes stuff at the moment. The announcers and things are just going through a few things together. Colin Bryce is stressed at the moment, but
he's always stressed at this point.
Before a comp.
Oh wow!
Neil pickup. Going through the practice.
It may be miserable, there may be absolutely nobody in the venue. Keep us down. Back in rank. It is almost showtime.
Neil's got the best voice.
Feed it back in the dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could I please have Cityworks?
We always go through a load of teething troubles that people don't see before this thing starts.
There's a lot more to it than people think, isn't there?
Yeah, and when it goes dark and you start speaking and it feeds back,
everyone go to their positions.
So hopefully,
for the beginning of the show,
hopefully we can get rid of it.
Rehearsal time.
I think last year here was the worst we've done.
Cityworks camera,
really?
I can't find you guys.
It's a really old cavernous place, this. And when you go to places like Leeds that are really new, the acoustics are so much sharper. And this one, we always struggle setting up. And we've got such a range of voices.
Yeah.
I've got quite a baritone voice. You've got Radzi, who's very well spoken, softly spoken. You've got Colin, who's just got massive, massive volume. So it's hard.
Massive lungs.
We're backstage in Manchester, and I'm just coming to look at the lovely car that I broke the world record on. These guys have to carry this. It's 455 kilos. And the world record is 11.05 seconds. And I've just said if anyone beats it, I'm coming back to smash it next year. So we'll see what they do.
Is it 11 or 10?
11.05 seconds, I think, for the car walk. Cool. Yeah.
Funnily enough, Loz doesn't remember all of his records, which you
no,
would think someone would.
Yeah, I have to check them.
Sometimes we have to Google them.
Look inside, because obviously like, when you do the car, people want to know what it is. Obviously there's no engine in there. What they do, they add weights to the back and the front, and it's like a shell. The secret to the car walk, for anyone that's never used it, don't hold this bit here. You want to hold the frames, so a bit more like a yoke. You can keep nice and steady, really strong brace for the midsection. And
create a big shelf.
Yeah, create a shelf across your back so you've got as much surface area for the bar going across as possible. And then what makes this harder than a yoke is that the reel swings forward and backwards, and if those tyres hit the floor, you've got no chance. So you need real strong core strength. I've learned over time to go faster and faster with bigger steps, but to start with, you want to start with short, small steps. And imagine your feet are just over, on a white line. You don't want a big, wide stance. After that initial pickup, you want to go quite narrow, small shuffles with the feet, and that's how you can do quick times. It's more of a shuffle than a step, and power comes from the hips. But it's an event I like, and I will be back doing next year.
Why are you in such a hurry, Lozzie?
I'm getting a bit mobbed when we were in there trying to get some food, so just trying to, not that I don't mind meeting people, but I've got to be back for the VIP meet and greet. So.
I panicked and accidentally threw some yum-yums around Greg's.
Yeah, we need to get some food, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But it's been good so far. It's been nice seeing all the guys. It feels good just kind of being around the atmosphere again. And it's making me hungry to want to compete again.
Keeps that passion there, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So I think it's going to be a really good day today. Looking forward to going to meet some of the fans now and then watching the show with the guys. It's going to be good.
He was 90, but I was probably 2 months stronger than Kaz in 1980. Kaz 81 and Kaz 82. I've practiced over that for them. But let's meet the athletes, guys. Let's have a quick chat with guys.
Athletes meeting. No, athletes meet and greet.
165 kilos, 160. Patients are scrawny 145. So there's.
Wrist as well. He's got a strong wrist.
Yeah, but it's going to be all about this. But I like to see, like, okay,
I mean, yeah.
It's like a gentleman's agreement. Let's see who is.
Yeah, just establishing the quality. But yeah, like you said, I mean, some of the guys I train with, half my sons, but they're so technical.
My friend was a 72 kilo guy, but he was world champion in that weight class.
Yeah.
And he was the only guy in Sweden that I really had to watch out. A bad start against him.
You've got long levers as well, which is even a good advantage.
Unless they can.
Do you prefer top rolling or hooking?
I would be. Normally, I would go slightly forward.
Yeah.
And coming up.
Come in like an uppercut, kind of. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And from there, I would go.
Nice.
So you open up and then you pull.
You're pulling the arm away. Yeah. So you kind of like almost like an uppercut.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't do anything like that.
No.
More like bending the knees.
You try and learn to use the table as well. That's what
the best way for me, if I
you kind of like went over.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to keep this straight, make sure that you're straight, and if possible, slightly higher than now. And then when the start goes, I will just bend my knees and over.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Make sure you never leave this angle. This is like a key area. So when you bend, you need to come up like that. Because otherwise, if you do that, I can steal from here.
Yeah, take my wrist. So you've got to keep that straight.
Yeah, and up.
Mark, why'd you wear the kilt? Why'd you wear the kilt?
Why are you going big?
No, serious question.
Why'd you wear the kilt?
Gives him power.
The kilt gives you power.
Since I used to go out to Island Games in Scotland every year, and you know, we used to always have to wear a kilt. So
I like this
it
kilt.
felt so good. I just keep wearing it. You know.
You like the freedom?
Yeah.
It looks good on you, Mark.
Mark pulls it off.
Mark
I
does.
look terrible, but Mark pulls it off well.
Getting all in the shot.
Let's go for my Hercules Hold.
Yeah. You're going to beat the record. What is the record? 80 something? He's going to do it. The troll of the bridge over there.
The troll.
They're expensive, aren't they? Yeah. It's nice though.
It's a nice trade.
It is, yeah.
Magnus Samuelson, who also got 13 or 14 each. We're going to chat to Magnus and Magnus Fairbairn.
The palm tricks where we grew up.
We're sat out front, aren't we, Lars?
Sat watching.
Very shortly. It's going to be
Magnus.
a fast competition tonight. The deadlift.
There's Magnus.
The dumbbells.
That's big Rob.
Cardboard.
I can't see him. There he is.
So, first event today is the deadlift for reps. It's a big axle bar, 350 kilos. This is going to be an awesome first event. I think guys like Adam Bishop could do really well on this. It's going to be a big important one for Hercules Hold. If he can hold on some good points, he's going to put him in a good position for the whole show. But I'm excited to see how everyone does. Some of the new boys as well. Evan's deadlift's been going well in training. Be good to see Felix do well on this. So this is going to kind of lay the foundation for the show. So these guys really want to get out there, get as many reps as they can, and get as many points on the board as they can for the rest of the show. Awesome first event. Really heavy deadlift competition. A couple of the guys not getting any. I think Oberst got 0. A couple of guys got 1 or 2 or 3 reps. The big kind of question is whether 3 reps is going to be enough for Hercules Hold. That's going to cost him a lot of points on this. And then a tie for first place with Mark Felix, who I don't know how just keeps getting better and better every single year. Adam Bishop, who we all expect to do well on the deadlift, got 7, and also Alexei Novikov got 7 as well. So those 3 joint first on the first event. I think a couple of guys were on 5 reps.
Yeah, Tom and
Ben Brunning got 5 as well, which was awesome to see. But yeah, exciting first event. A few guys were on 3 reps. I think Luke was on 3.
Yeah, Evan got 3.
Evan got 3. Who else got 3? And Hercules Hold with 3 as well. That's, he's dropped a few points there. He's going to need a good solid performance to come back. But lots to play for. An awesome start by Mark Felix, Adam Bishop and Alexei Novikov. It's going to be interesting.
86.
If you're looking at backing Hercules Hold, I would suggest, as we know that 3-way tie in the deadlift is really going to help him a lot, because now there's not one guy that's jumped way ahead. He can catch that back, and he can come in and win this thing. Here we go, Ben Brunning, the man from Wales.
Okay guys, dumbbell out the way, pretty exciting. It came because Hercules Hold had to go early. He really kind of pushed it. Probably technically, I think he wanted 10 reps. When you look at him, he sort of made a couple of little mistakes, and I think he was worried. Iron Bibby went out first, hit 7. That guy's shoulder power was just crazy. He doesn't really have much technique on it. When you look at the more efficient guys, they're kind of a lot more technical, but just the raw power that he had to get 7 was incredible. Just gets it up to his shoulders, presses it up with those giant shoulders and triceps. Who else got some? Evan Singleton, good performance for him on this one, 7 reps to tie for 2nd place. And Novikov went out last, and I'm sure, knowing that this is his best event, he really wanted to win this event, but he sort of just messed up that first clean, got the dumbbell in the wrong position, messed it up, couldn't get it, and then he was just chasing and chasing. He put in a good performance to get 7, but just that little mistake, could it have cost him? We'll see. I still think 3 reps on the deadlift might not be enough for Hercules Hold.
I don't know, because now you've got 3 guys who split those 2nd place points.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not that many points that you get from a split like that.
No.
So it's going to be interesting. It's going to make it an exciting finish to the competition. Definitely. Next event is the car walk. Obviously an event I love, and these guys are going to beat my record, which is 11.05 seconds. We'll go and see if they are capable of doing it. If they do, I'm coming back and I'm going to smash it. Front wheels went. That's the thing. It's because it moves in so many directions. People don't appreciate it. Everybody else third going into it. Oh,
We don't want to wait by Tuesday and now you're coming from a cushion.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here, you saw it here. Will Strongman, underdog, is here in Manchester. And he's not done yet. He's seen this guy getting strongly at every event. Has he got more in the tank tonight? We take a quick look across at the cars, and they are being adjusted for our next 2 athletes. One of them is a wide load, ladies and gents. He's making his way out there now.
Well, I've seen him struggle real class. He's got so much power.
Terry Holmes was a crowd favourite, and rightly so, without question. One of the most
if you didn't go down here, that would have been a good time. All time. Just a few minutes before. Yeah, you're moving well. So I wasn't going to do it.
He's in a good place right now, Terry Holmes. Really feeling good about himself. You can see that on his
What's happened?
Okay, this man just smashed my world record. He took over a second off the record. Do you think he did 10 seconds flat? That was incredible. I mean, I've always said I could go under 11 seconds.
Maybe I'm lucky.
But 10, no.
That was not lucky. That was amazing.
You know, you just seem to get better every year. But that was brilliant.
I think you have time and you can make back.
I'll try and come back next year and push you a little bit.
That
was awesome. Tell us just what you were doing with your training.
I started to change my training a little bit because I always start train normal ground.
Yeah.
Now I train uphill, and this is much hardest.
Yeah, no.
Because if I put 400, I feel like a 450.
Yeah.
And my last training was 430 kilo. Yeah. I never tried 450 because it was too heavy.
Yeah.
And I do around 20 meters, 19 something. In 7 seconds with
in the perfect conditions in here.
This one's yoke is worse than normal construction, metal construction, because it's fine. It
moves all over the place. But you hit it perfectly. You just came up nice and steady. Like you saw some of the guys. Novikov went so fast and he was kind of all over the place.
But one time I almost lose my control. I almost.
Yeah.
If I have 5 meters more, probably lose.
Well, congratulations, man. That's brilliant. Good luck with the rest of the comp.
Thank you.
Hey, what a time by Mateus. Absolutely unbelievable. I was happy to kind of, you know, still have the second fastest time. That performance was unbelievable. I couldn't fault it. Just watch how perfectly he picked up the car. The car didn't wobble at all and just stayed completely in full control whilst moving really, really quickly. Obviously, we just had that chat with him, told us some of the tips that he'd been using, so make sure you use those in your own training. Next up, we have the Hercules Hold, and this is the whole competition right now is really close. Kiliaskowski is in second, 1 point behind Novikov, who's on 31 points. Kiliaskowski's on 30, and then I think it's Evan and I think Iron Bibby's third. Evan Singleton is fourth.
Joint with Adam Bishop.
Adam Bishop's joint fourth as well. So it's getting tight, you know, for those podium positions.
It's very close though.
But those top two, I think, are a little bit ahead of everyone else. I think there's only 1 point between those two.
Yeah.
We'll get a full screenshot of the full scores, but I think I'm pretty sure that Novikov is on 31 and Kiliaskowski is on 30. So 1 point between them. I really think it's going to come down to who is better on the Hercules Hold. I don't see either of them winning it. Mark Felix has a tremendous grip, and there's other guys really, you know, that are going to, I think, actually beat those two on this event. So it's going to be one of those battles that's between the two of them. Iron Bibby's grip's phenomenal. Just see how his big, huge hands cope with these, the handles.
Terry's got a good grip.
Terry's got a very good grip. No one other than Felix has gone over a minute, and I think we'll get a few guys go over that today. So
I just spoke to Mark and I asked him, when you do this, do you leave plenty so that you can keep breaking it? And he said yes. He said you never beat it by too much.
Wow.
He said just enough.
So Mark's going to go for another record,
yeah.
do you think?
So
that would be awesome to see.
He said something would have to go wrong for him not to get a record today.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's crazy how good Mark's grip is. I wonder what he's capable of.
Yeah,
but,
it does make you wonder.
I think this is what it's going to come down to. I think the stones, it's going to, Kiliaskowski, a very good stone lifter, and Novikov, it's not a bad stone lifter, but he hasn't proved to be as good as Kiliaskowski in competitions yet. That doesn't mean he won't perform well today.
He lost out on the stones to Trey.
He did at Worlds.
Yeah. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, we are on here.
Say what we want.
Yeah, we're not obligated to Channel 5 this year.
No.
But yeah, it's going to be all about who's placing higher on the grip, I think. So let's go and see. Having fun.
We're having fun. We've got the warehouse to ourselves and a big TV.
Really understated fella this is.
We're at the venue watching it
Sat with him
on
this
TV.
morning, he had no sort of...
You get a better view.
You do. And a chair. Things have got really exciting now.
Wow, what a Hercules Hold event. There's so many of the guys going over a minute. Yeah, only Mark Felix had gone over a minute before, but Marcus to come and kind of come outside because we're excited.
Yeah, it's got a little bit giddy because
you needed some air, didn't you?
But yeah, what's the leaderboard currently looking
right now? There's I think not Kiliaskowski. Novikov is on 37.
Yeah.
And then you've got
Bibby on
37. Then you have Kielikowski on 35.5, and then
Evan on 35,
and Ben Broning on 35. That kid is doing amazing. No one knew who Ben was coming into this.
So
right now, he's the highest Brit. Mark Felix just broke his world record again, and we're going to have one hell of an exciting stones finish.
There's 5 guys with 2 points between them.
Yeah, that's it. 5 guys fighting for first prize. What do you reckon is going to happen on the stones?
The thing is as well, in terms of actually anything could happen, because I genuinely think, because it is so tight, and those boys as they come past, they're all stood there looking at that monitor.
They're all nervous, they all want to win it.
And it will make differences, because as you've seen before, even like experienced people,
Stones is one of those events.
Rolled one off before, and
exactly that. Stones are one of those events that you can
make a
mess up. And if they're nervous, if they make a mistake, it's going to cost them.
It's kind of calm to be quick.
Just I mean, if you go on like stone runs in the past, you say Kielikowski's probably the best at stones,
followed by Tom.
But
no, Tom's the best, but Tom's in 11th place.
So I reckon Tom will kind of probably win the stones, but he's out of the fight now for that podium.
Tom also has to be on the road for an event tomorrow morning at 9 AM.
And Luke as well. They're both doing it, aren't they?
So I think that's
those guys. You know, it's going to become to those guys in the top 5 now. That's what it's about.
Ben's no slouch.
Ben's a very good swimmer. And I think Ben has that temperament to stay calm under pressure. So I think Ben will go out there, just do a good steady run.
That's
you know, I've done that before, where you do a good steady run, someone that's usually better than you tries a bit too hard, makes a mistake.
We've already seen it with Novikov and his dumbbell.
And
it's incredible to think that that first mistake cost him 12 seconds. He found 8 reps in the remaining time, and which you can see why Kielikowski was worried. 9 might not be enough.
We were kind of, just from some of the shows he's done this year, you know how good he is, but he's just showing why he is such a force. And
at 23. But Ben, you know, Ben's in some respects, for a lot of people, Ben will come out of nowhere, but for a few of us, I suppose.
Well, you may have seen Ben for years, but his improvement over the last 2 years has been tremendous. And like I've said in some other videos, and you know yourself, he's got the right temperament. And that's what I like about Ben. He's focused. I haven't sort of tried to big him up too much because I just don't want to put any pressure on him. But we've seen what he's capable of in the gym. We've seen what he's done in other shows. He had a brilliant performance a few weeks back. Dominating really the European official strongman qualifier. And he's made huge progress on his overhead and his deadlift. And you see the grip strength on him. I didn't expect that from him. You know,
that was very good. And
I don't think he expected that.
The digging is fantastic, and especially as he gets to that next level. And we hope that somehow he gets somewhere near worlds.
Whatever happens in this next event, he's proved himself. And he's gonna make a name for himself, and he's gonna get invited to those big shows, and rightly so. He deserves it. And it's good to see a new British guy kind of coming through. You know, most of the guys that have been around for a while now.
He's likeable.
He's a lovely guy.
There's no real controversy with him.
There's no ego there either.
No. He's genuine. He's like the people's guy. He's another one where he comes in.
We're going to go back in and get excited about the final event in a second. But what about Mark Felix breaking another world record?
I know. It's good. Not just because he gets a couple of quid extra as well, but every time he sort of comes in, he will stand in that environment, and as you said before, you know, when's the right time to step away? When's the right time? But if you're breaking records, getting adulation like he's got, you've earned every second of it.
He does, and
it's phenomenal.
I'll be honest, it gives me kind of confidence, because you know, Mark's gone through troughs and you know, different patches where he's not been so competitive. He's kind of looked out of it, and to come back up and see him performing. And not just a one-off show, maybe 3 or 4 shows in a row now.
Well, he picked up a trophy in North America, which against some decent competition. You know, the likes of Rob Kearney, likes of Brian Benzel.
And even again today, if it wasn't for the one overhead, he'd probably be fighting for the podium. He's a good stone lifter as well, so he could sneak up into that top 5. But I'm happy for Mark. I always like seeing him do well, and I think he just inspires all us older guys. Right, let's go see what happens.
Here is the man. Sorry, he's doing his shoelaces. So another world record, Mark. Congratulations.
Thank you, I am so happy.
1 minute 27. And how much did you beat your old record by? Is it 2 seconds?
No, I beat it by 3 seconds.
3 seconds. And was that your absolute limit at that point? Or did you think, did you choose to put it down?
I let it go when I beat it.
Oh, okay. So there was more.
I would have to fight for it, but I think I could have done more.
What do you think you're capable of then if you were pushed to the absolute max? What do you think you'd be capable of if you were pushed to the absolute max?
I want to do at least one 130, 140, but I will have to do more training.
But this is a nice payday for you if you keep just doing it each time.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Keep notching it up every time.
Yeah.
You don't want to do too much at the same time.
No, harder to beat.
Yeah.
Well done.
Fifth position, from first level to fifth. He has together from Burkina Faso.
That's why we love Strongman, by the way. We've heard BB in the background. Who would have said that BB would be joint first going into the final event?
I just want to point out, I did say Kiliaskowski would win, and anyone could come second.
So, we have the top three. Excellent. Mr. Sanders is there with the trophy. Are the guys ready to come out? I'm not going to tell you what position you're in. I'm just going to read you out in random order. Could we please have running
I'm lost my voiceless.
Me too.
And I'll tell you who is in what order. Come on over, guys, get ready. Just so you know, obviously third, second, first. I can hand you over to the voice, Mr. Neil Pickup. As per World's Strongest Man rules in the final,
Hang around with you
basically,
now,
if there's a draw, it's done on the fastest stones. Over to Neil.
Ladies and gentlemen, in third place with 45 points, representing Ukraine, Alexei Novikov. Novikov came in with a lot of hype, a lot of reputation. He backed it up here. The next of our athletes came in with no hype, no reputation, and no expectation, even in his own mind. And yet he is the runner-up in the World's Strongest Man Tour Finals 2019, representing Wales. Raise it up for the Panther, Ben Brunning! What a moment for Ben Brunning, the Welshman, second place, fabulous performance. That leaves us with one more athlete, ladies and gentlemen, and he is, once again, the champion in the World's Strongest Man Tour Finals. Ladies and gents, representing Poland, raise it up for Mateusz Kiliaskowski. Mateusz, the Terminator Kiliaskowski, is the champion of the Giant Slide World's Strongest Man Tour Finals. Receives his trophy from former World's Strongest Man Magnus Samuelsson, Manchester Arena. These are your champions in 2019.
That was pretty impressive though. I was impressed with that. Yeah, that was unbelievable. I've always thought I'd go and do a leg.
Post-comp treat.
Marcus is really spoiling us with this Ferrero Rocher.
With this diabetes in a plastic tub.
Hi guys, I'm here with Ben Brunning, who has just shocked the strongman world. Like, I knew you could do well.
Yeah.
But you really went above and beyond, and you know, to come second in that lineup. I know you've done Britain's before, but this is a step up on that.
Yeah.
And you must be over the moon to get second place.
I still don't believe it.
Really, I mean, you must have known, like,
I knew the events were good for you.
Yeah.
You know, and I know how much you've improved, but you really, I've always known as well with you, you're quite level-headed and calm, which is an important thing to have in these situations. But you really stepped up in form today, man. I think everyone's really happy for you, but no one's going to be more happy than yourself.
No. Yeah, I think with like the calmness, because I weren't expecting anything and no one was expecting anything of myself. So there was no need for me to get worried and worked up. And then by the time I realised I was joint fourth, going into the last event, and I was like, I'm only 2 points away from first, I was just like,
go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah, right.
And I'm good at stones, you know, nowhere near like Tom Stoltman standards, but I'm consistently good.
I've always said this thing with stones, if you're in a good position fighting, like everyone's good at stones.
Yeah.
But if you're in a position where you're fighting for a podium, or you tend to perform better. Like, I know myself, I've done shit stone runs when I'm sort of out of the competition.
Yeah.
But when you're fighting for the top 3, you find that little bit extra when you need to, and you can put in a good run. But your grip hold was brilliant. Really good, solid performance on the deadlift and the overhead.
The grip hold, I was happy with that. But when I realised, I opened my eyes and looked up and I was like, I'm over a minute, I'm winning. And then I had this big grin on my face. And then as soon as I was like, oh, actually, I'm not that far away from the world record. And as soon as I said that in my head, I and gone.
That's typical, but you know, I just want to say well done, mate. That was awesome.
So much.
And you've qualified for World's Strongest Man.
I know. I said I'd do it. Yeah. I said I'd do it, and I don't normally make big statements. I'm going to Worlds next year. I'm going to Worlds. I've got 3 chances to get there.
Awesome.
So on my first chance, I did it.
Magnus, were you impressed with him today?
Very much so. Very impressed.
Good, solid performance all the way through.
Where the hell did you come from?
We try and keep him in Wales, but he slipped out.
They don't let me out.
He's done well. Awesome, mate. Really proud of you.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully I'll compete against you next year.
Yes, hopefully.
Don't get any better because you're already too good now as it is.